Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. The evacuation missions out here at the damaged stations have brought with them a number of new opportunities. One in particular is that the way the background simulation works here has pushed these systems into a state of boom, meaning that certain materials are now much easier to collect. We'll have a look at that a bit further into the video. I also go in search of the new powerful Thargoid, the Medusa, but it proves to be a little difficult to find for some reason. Now, whilst we're having a look around here, I just wanted to mention a huge YouTube project that's going on at the moment. Probably the largest project ever done for Elite Dangerous content creators. It's called Elite Christmas or Elite YuleTube, depending on where you look at there. And it's a multi-part, multi-channel series from people such as Turgeon Starstone, Yamix, Ascorbius, Shibuka and many others. I'll put a link below so you can see the parts that have been released so far. Do have a look, it's very funny and a lot of work and effort has been put into this project. So as we come round at the rear of the station here, we can see the reactor has been exposed and it causes a bunch of interference here, and yes, it's very noisy. So that Medusa then, well, it did turn out to be quite elusive. I don't know why. When I was originally looking for it, it turned out to be very easy. It was just in all the Threat 7 non-human signal sources. But when I wanted to start capturing footage to go and record something for it, I was getting nothing but, well, Thargoid probes and Thargoid sensors. This all went on for the better part of an hour. In fact, I didn't see one single Thargoid in that entire time. Absolutely no idea what happened, no clue as to why this would be, but I guess it's just one of those things. At any rate, I took it as an opportunity to collect one of the probes and take it off to the Medusa, which I did inevitably find eventually. Now these ships are extremely tough. We know you can basically solo a Cyclops. You can, if you're very good, solo a Basilisk as well, but generally that will need a wing. The Medusa, however, needs multiple wings to take down. Now the Sovereignty has taken one down, I think on the first day, and at one point they did have 24 ships in the instance shooting upon these things. Unfortunately, as with their encounter with the Basilisk, the Medusa too was bugged at the time and didn't seem to be fully returning fire. Now this is a very common complaint when players wing up and engage with the Thargoids. Highly likely perhaps related to networking issues then. So I'm sure many of you out there are still waiting for the Type 10, which we know is due to be released this week at some point, and it's also likely you're going to be wanting to engineer some modules when you finally get around to purchasing that ship. And the new damaged stations out here are providing a wonderful opportunity for that, as all the rescue attempts are pushing these systems into a state of boom, and that means certain passengers are giving out rather rare material rewards. There are of course many ways of picking up cracked industrial firmware and exquisite focus crystals, but if you want to get out here and engage with the content out here and do some of these rescue missions, then you might as well choose the missions that give you the desired materials as well. And what's more, these types of missions spawn fairly regularly, so you don't really have to sit around for too long to get a whole stack of them. And I guess some people out there, if you so desire, you can board swap and get a whole lot more. So sticking with the subject of the Type 10 for the moment, there is the question of cost. Well, as far as I've seen, there has been a little bit of leaked footage where someone claimed that the Type 10 was temporarily available on the Xbox at one specific station, and that showed a price of around about 120 million, so roughly the same price then as the Anaconda and the other large ships. So for some people it might be within their reach, for other people it's going to be well out of their reach. So how to get that amount of money? Well, as it stands right now, there's two very good methods of getting huge volumes of money, and I'll link them both in the video description below. One involves going to the Obsidian Orbital Station out in the Maya system, whereby as soon as you dock you'll get a little mission given to you that you can accept from Professor Palin, and this will pay in the region of 10 to 20 million for one very simple mission. You just have to go to a nearby system, land on the planet there, pick up some materials from a crashed scout ship, or indeed any other location nearby, and you can bring those back to the system and get the reward very easily. This is repeatable, you can do it as many times as you like, and many people are making 50 to 100 million credits an hour by doing that. This isn't considered an exploit. Essentially it's a handcrafted mission placed there deliberately by Frontier, and it's been running now for a few months. Another way is to use long-range passenger missions. Now this isn't the long range of going hundreds of light years, rather it's a long range of going hundreds of light seconds. Each one of these missions can take anywhere from half an hour to about an hour and a half, but you can pick them up in certain systems and they will make you around about 50 to 150 million credits an hour. There's a great video on this by Commander Yamix, and I'll link that in the video description below. So happy hunting, go out there and get a bit of money, and yes, perhaps you'll be ready to pick up a Type 10 when they arrive. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.